advertising was at a boom. This is period between 90 and 95. I happened to do a lot of advertising photography. Rather, I would say today, if I look back at it, it was important for me to do all that because photography is very technical subject as a medium. If I had not done what I have done till in those years, I wouldn't have the skill of and the knowledge of this complete medium, which is recording the light, which is now what I'm using as a medium of art. Sketching was always on, which is the most important thing I feel for any visual artist, especially if you're going into visual art, two-dimensional or three-dimensional visual art. Sketching is something which should always be on. The area of photography I started building on slowly was my own medium. And photography used as a medium is what I consider as my hallmark. Because photography as a medium is something which I have not yet heard of in the country. Photography as a subject, because normally whenever you talk about photography, you look at a result which is a photograph. What I do is I use the medium of photography to create something which does not look like a photograph at all. As an art student, the itch to sculpt, which is what my favorite medium is. I love expressing in 3 dimension. And my 2-dimensional work also has a very strong reflection of what I am as a 3-dimensional artist. And I did not, in those years, I did not discontinue that. I did continue making something which I call as which you call sketching in 3-dimensional world as a sculptor. And what you do is whatever is your form, you just keep on making those forms again and again every day. Human head is what my basic form is, and my human head is purely sense, because human head gives you a complete universe of that man's senses. Pivotal in development of human brain is the thumb, and I believe that definitely. You remove the thumb and a man is completely zero. Every form or everything which I create or I will ever create has to have a head and multiple heads or multiple senses. Integral part of each sculpture I make, and that's karma. For example, I've just made a grain in the shape of rice, which is completely made of these karmas. And what I mean by these karmas are, the complete rice is made of a chapati, a roti shape of figure, because body is irrelevant for me, with a face. And that face is in pain, because the shape of the grain is such that it's getting sucked from center. So, I call it the grain of karma. The premise of karma follows in it's like the clay is as important for me to make the sculpture. Karma, my head, is equally important. It's a part of my sculpture.